let me see what you have.
Gun.
No! Oh my God.
We're no longer in June, so I can be straight with you guys. I didn't like this game. It's a 5 out of 10 at best. But you're not here for the teal deer, you're here for the gags. And lucky for you, this one was hard to swallow. Let's get started.
As you have followed me on this journey across these sequels, in mostly name only, we have finally ascended beyond the modest PlayStation and onto the everything. Digimon World 4, or Digimon World X in Japan. I wonder why they called it that. It's a hack-and-slash action RPG that plays probably the closest to Crystal Chronicles, if I'm being honest. I've heard it most compared to Diablo, but Diablo has more than one attack. And likewise, it's designed around a co-op campaign with up to 4 players. But as if I could convince anybody to play this whole thing with me, let alone 3 anybodies. The last game in the World series. Other than these, apparently. Whereas these other games with the World title are not in the series. A localization issue, I hear, even though the continuity is fuzzy. Well, I mean, you've got the weapons from 3, the total grind from 2. Oh wow, is that Agumon? Never mind, we got it, boys. Boom bam, baby. So this game is loosely based on the Digimon X Evolution movie. Have you seen it? It's f***ed. I like my silly monster cartoons with a little less genocide, thanks. And it's based on it in that, Doraemon's in it. It's based on the X antibody. That's basically it, though. I mean, Leomon survives. They clearly don't know the base material. They play a bit of the movie at the start, and it's real epic and emotional, and then the gameplay is... The game starts off with your choice of 4 Digimon. The pre-established Doraemon, as well as Agumon, Vmon, or Gilmon.
This is great! You can't not play a dinosaur!
And you can't Digivolve!
That sucks!
Their idea of evolution is just unlockable characters. Like, I unlocked Doraemon as an evolution to Agumon. Okay, buddy, I could have picked him from the start and I didn't. No thank you. Also, they start at level 1. And I'll play the same sans maybe some spells, so I don't see the point of it. That ain't pepper breath. At best, it's a salty sneeze. You can also unlock a bunch of humanoid megas that I don't care much for. Also Metal Garurumon. And Hercules Kabuterimon, who were changed to be humanoid megas.
That sucks!
Another game where you can't play the best Digimon. He's still in it though. Small win. You play as a new recruit to the DSG, or dick-sucking Gips. And I don't know, the X-Virus is happening.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it! Fix it, fix it, fix it!
And so you're following leads, looking for where it's originating from, local residents be damned, be them Digimon, or...
Why is there not Digimon in my Digimon game?
Are we saving the digital world or Boston Dynamics? The game plays like this.
Bad. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not, but there's more to it than that.
You've got your 1 attack arc, a spin move that you'll only do by accident, a block that you have to time right, jump, and you've got a quick heal that'll use the most appropriate heal at the time, be it an item or heal spell. You can access an item or spell menu by using the shoulder buttons, but you can't swing while in it, and getting hit knocks you out of it, so it's not really an in-the-fray option. Your attack arc is entirely based on what weapon you're using. For example, a blunt weapon like an axe does a vertical swing, which is better for single targets and deals more damage, whereas a bash weapon like dual swords does a more crowd-unfriendly horizontal swing. Gun. The 6 weapon techniques level up from use, as well as the 3 types of spells. And they all have different rates of leveling up, which makes no damn sense to me, and I can't find anything online that explains this. Like, I didn't see a single level up to my heal until fighting the end boss, despite using it the whole game. I tried leveling up my gun and got like 1 level up after a horde of enemies, despite getting bash levels from single enemies. Well, it was in the hundreds already.
Okay, future editing Cran here. Apparently all the Digimon have specialties, and so certain weapons level up faster with them than others. It would have been good if that was written out somewhere, anywhere. But that's the reasoning. There you go.
And then your technique has a level cap based on your overall level to entice you to play around and try different weapons.
But shouldn't the game reward you for experimenting instead of punishing you for not doing that?
Like, I picked the playstyle I liked, and it's my biggest damage dealer because it's my highest stat now. I'm not going to switch to something I like less and is worse unless there's some benefit to it. But also my Monhan weapon usage looks like this, so it might just be a me problem. Oh, but also watch how easy it is to switch weapons. They give you 3 slots for weapons, but this is the only way to switch them, while the D-pad goes entirely unused. Genius. Oh, and if you switch from a weapon with mods to one that has no mod slots, it removes all of them and you have to put them all back when you switch back. I ended up finding a mid-tier weapon with 3 mod slots and just stuck with it for most of the game. It's not that big a deal. The game's pretty easy aside from the first hour and the last 4.
I get knocked down, and I'm okay with that. I kinda don't want to play this game.
The first because you don't know what you're doing, and then the last world is disgusting. Like, the enemies are already pretty unfair, having range over you and entire invulnerability states while you don't get iframes at all. But you've got mobility over them, and you only fight a few at a time until they start tossing you into dark rooms full of Infirmon that debuff you, jump out of the way, and fucking duplicate. And Raremon who go into toxic states where you can't even hit them without getting poisoned, and they don't leave that state until you are, and can cause stopped, which is fair, and lasts for an appropriate amount of time. Oh, and poison can kill you from full in like 20 seconds. It hit the point where if I got poisoned, I would stop progressing and wait it out. There's only so many times you can lose an hour of progress because you were distracted from your HP for a few seconds.
Twice. It happened twice.
Of all the Digimon World games I've played, this one took me the longest to finish. Not in in-game grinding time, I just didn't want to play it. I've never had a game's hub world and menus have this big of a learning curve. That's not true, I played Monster Hunter in 2009. But why split all the hub stuff into 2 identical areas? I was almost always lost, just looking for the dude to let me save. Digimon World 4 are more like Agumon in the back rooms. Why can I not press B to back out of any menu? It's 2005, we know how video games work. Weapons with mods are objectively better than ones without, regardless of the other stats. Some dungeons require you to have certain mods to complete, so why do 98% of them have no slots for them? They make some areas kinda twisty and turny, but don't give you any control over the camera. It moves on its own. So not only are my bearings entirely lost, but for the first time ever, a game's made me kinda motion sick.
So I read that there's a good grinding spot pretty early on. The bad news was that it was past the boss I was having trouble with. The bad news was that I was still at a point in the game that was considered pretty early on.
The game does not feel like a Digimon game. You could replace the Digimon with Bionicles and it wouldn't change a thing. Like, there's so many little things that they could have done better. I don't know why they didn't just make a better game. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and assume they can think like me.
My brain is like an egg. Good.
I really hate being this negative. I want so bad to make a list of positives, but all I've got is that you can play as Agumon and when you get hit, you make this sound.
I guess I should try the multiplayer. I need to find some goons who are down. Hold on while I summon some by playing the Song of My People.
Oh, wait a minute. Can you hear a horn? Is that Kren?
That sound. It sounds like Kran is trying to summon me. Too bad he stepped right into my trap card, forcing him to play Digimon World 4 with me. He'll never see it coming.
I hope this is not the right game.
I love Digimon World 4. Those are big ass claws you got there.
Yeah.
This is the special weapons. These are like the ones you have to Do shitloads for to get on them.
We did
Alright,
cheat.
where do we go again?
I know the gist of it. Okay, I got guns.
It's just King one-shot them all.
Which one is block? That one's block. Okay, triangle's block.
There's no need to block.
You're right, but I'd like to know what button not to press ever.
Yeah,
Ow,
dude.
ow, ow.
I remember getting murked here as a kid so many times.
Yeah.
But Cran, is this better than World 2?
No.
This is the best Digimon game ever made. I don't know what you guys are talking
I
about.
actually had a decent amount of fun.
It
with
is
World
one
2.
of the only Digimon games I've ever played, but definitely still the best.
So, like, is this game better with 4 people, or is it better when you absolutely cheat and have the endgame shit? Also, why doesn't it just heal you automatically when you come back? Why do I gotta come all the way over to this fucking...
Just fuck you.
Yeah, I guess so. This is so much fun. Just nuking them.
What have you guys been playing?
This.
Besides this is my whole life. I only play Digimon World 4, what are you talking about? Level 6. We just need to put a 9 at the end of it, and we'll be good.
Yeah, you're halfway there. Just one more digit.
I can do that. I can do that in post-production. He's just standing there waiting for us.
He was stuck in a little tube, but we had to help him get out.
We walk up and he's just like,
Wow,
"Hey."
okay. Also, where the f are we going now? We got a boat key. What do we use that for?
The boat.
We get on the boat.
Thanks, Sherlock. Someone's got healing, though. It
Yeah,
just
that's
said
me.
someone-
I've got healing. Can I do it for everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, baby,
Oh!
you just healed me to full with that?
Yeah, dude.
Correct.
Alright, don't f up this time, guys. I know it's lagging for you and all, but...
Nice cock.
Oh, I shot the cock.
Oh.
Oh yeah, more manta rays.
A squeak.
Not even Digimon. Just like, oh, sweet. Manta rays.
They did give them Digimon.
There's just like a certain joy about watching you walk over to an enemy and then I just shoot it.
You.
I love video games.
Video games love you.
Aw.
Okay, so the game's a lot more fun with friends. But so is prison, so...
Oh, there's a hard mode?